morning, everybody. Good Wednesday morning. That's right. It's day. That's right. It's the middle of the work week. We're glad you tuned in to Mornings in Meridian. That is the 2 best hours of local live talk radio here in East Mississippi. And we even make it all the way across the border into West Alabama. Yes, we can freely cross the border here between Mississippi and Alabama. Roger B. along with say hi to man from me here. Say hi to Rob Atkinson.
Hi.
Hello there, sir. And of course, next to him he is so pleased to go downtown every day and just make sure Meridian Knights get fed. And that is Mr. Charles Frazier.
Thrilled to do it. I want to sit by the kitchen next time, like the sheriff.
No. I don't think it's a good idea.
Sheriff said it's a good seat. The former sheriff said a good seat.
Stop now. Right.
He's like, stop now, stop.
All right.
Hello. That's
I
right.
have to temper my language, I think.
Well, I tell you right now, it's all good.
Moving on.
Whatever gets the product out to the tables, it's all good. Now, here's the deal.
I'm going to filth and foul your filth and face here. I'm going to filth and foul.
Stop it.
Easy. Here's the good news. This week, we're going to be talking today about 2 options you have on Saturday for lunch. You only have 2 options.
Oh,
yeah.
Only 2 options for lunch.
Yeah.
One is go downtown to Weidman for brunch.
Yeah.
Or go to Hunter's Lunch up in Lauderdale at Gateway Church, and Linda Clayton will be coming and talking about that and getting our taste buds warmed up for that. So that's
Big menu for this week.
Mm-hmm. So
my name's not Hunter. Does his name have to be Hunter to go?
I don't think so. I think it's
anybody who is a hunter. I see. Okay, not.
Yeah.
I know a few.
And
hunters.
everybody's a hunter.
Are they?
We may not hunt deer. We may not hunt.
I hunt the ice cream at the grocery store.
We hunt the ice
Yeah,
cream.
the Blue Bell with that loaded peanut butter.
If
right?
you're a wine aficionado, you hunt for wine. If you want that bag of Ruffles and that good old sour cream dip, you look for that. I mean, everybody's hunting. It's just different things. So this would be a lunch for
Depends
anybody.
on the prey.
Yes, depends on the prey. That's exactly right. Who ate the last Eskimo pie? That kind of thing. Start hunting.
So you start hunting for the person who ate the last.
Then you start hunting for that person. That's exactly
Get
right.
your shotgun. Someone ate mine.
Who was it ate the last one of these? I was waiting for it. I was going to get it. I love those little things, though, by the way.
Pretty tasty.
They are. Just
It's one of those where you got to grab like 2, though.
Let's block.
It's not enough.
let's cut a block of ice cream and dip it in chocolate. I mean, how do you go wrong with that?
You can't go wrong.
Oh boy. Well, we're glad you're out there, folks. And of course, we're here to talk about all things, that might affect us here locally, also around the state of Mississippi, all around the country, or maybe even world events. Anything that's on your mind, well, almost anything will allow on the air. You can give us a call at 601-485-9191, 601-485-9191. But today and every day, you have another option for great food. And here to talk about that is none other than an expert on food, Mr. Charles Frazier. He's going to tell you about the Magnolia Restaurant.
That's right. Inside the Queen City Truck Stop, exit 150. You know where they are. Wednesday, we got chicken and dumplings.
Wow.
Hey, sounds pretty tasty to me. Of course, the hamburger steak, chicken wings, and fried or grilled pork chops, and the chicken tenders, of course. And they always have the veggie plates and the humongous hamburger, also known as the Biggie Burger. How big is it, Rob?
Huge.
It is huge and
Very large.
Yes, very large. In the words of Donald Trump himself, he attests to it. And of course, they've got the long haul breakfast as well. If you're a long haul truck driver, or if you just got a long day ahead of you, that will keep you going all day long. Now, here's what you do. When you've got your lunch hour coming up, you call this number 601-482-0259. You order some food, and by the time you get up there to exit 150 and the Queen City Truck Stop, the food is hot and ready to go. You pick it up. It's just that easy. Call them today, 601-482-0259. Or better yet, go see them on exit 150, the Magnolia Restaurant inside the Queen City Truck Stop. And they've also got a great spread next Thursday for Thanksgiving. It's the place to go. If you're not eating at home, if you don't have family coming in, you have a couple of friends, something like that, go out there. I mean, it is the best place in town.
Or if you are eating at home, you have a big tray of that good old dressing.
Well, even better, get something to go. Right.
Put the order in there, and they'll get that
That's right.
ready for you.
Yes,
So
they will.
that's kind of nice.
It is
That's the Magnolia Restaurant, folks. Exit 150. Use your signal. Be careful. A lot of people can't figure out what to do with that extra third lane.
What is the signal?
When you're going to exit in 150, you got to use your signal so people know you're coming over into that third lane.
Oh, I thought they didn't have those in the state. I've seen it.
Are you saying that we are increasingly developing a group of drivers in the state that have their own style and their own rules?
The way I see it, there are three groups of people.
Okay.
Okay. There are those that use the signal, which are very few and far between, by the way. And then there are those who don't at all, ever use the signal. And then there are those who signal for the car in front of them when they're signaling. So you think they're turning too, and then they're not turning because they're doing what they think is a courtesy. It's actually an inconvenience for the person behind them. And so then it's confusing. Are they turning? Are they not turning?
I've witnessed this phenomenon. And it's very, very odd that if you brake, you have braking lights to show the person behind you you're stopping for the person in front of you who's turning. Don't know about the surrogate signaling.
But I think the problem is, what if you've got 4 or 5 of the surrogate signals?
If you're on Facebook, you're able to see Rob's face.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started on driving.
We'll be here a whole row of people, a whole line of people who are all doing the surrogate signaling. Then you've got 7, 10 cars turning. Oh, and then not turn. What are they? What? Do we go around them? Do we not?
I thought you were turning. Oh no!
You said you were turning. Now you're not turning. What are you doing? Make up your mind. Anyway,
and it doesn't take you very long, also, at a 4-way stop, to do an immediate IQ test. Because you first of all, you find out who can or cannot count up to 4. And then you find out those who really don't understand that you don't direct traffic at a 4-way stop. You wait your turn and go.
Right.
It's
you don't have to wait until the car is completely through.
No.
You can begin while that other car going, and by the time
no law that says you have to wait till the intersection's clear before you start your turn. That's exactly right. So it's kind of interesting if you were to just take a nice Crimson Tide folding chair and sit out there at the intersection and count.
Oh boy.
And count, just watch people interact at a 4-way stop. You realize, okay, that's a smart one. That's not. That is.
Right. Bunch of Auburn fans driving out there.
Wait a minute.
That's a problem right there.
When I mentioned Crimson Tide folding chair,
you brought
I got a whole bunch of them Thanksgiving.
You must have run up your credit card at Sam's, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Okay, though.
That's okay. Do you actually entertain people come over to your house?
Yes.
Okay, good. Family?
Yeah, we rent the tent and just have a big old gathering out there.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yep.
I kind of figured or would envision Tuscaloosa Ted not really having a house, but sort of a Winnebago, like a 1974 Winnebago somewhere. I mean, am I wrong about that? Or
they took the house, I took the RV. Okay. Don't forget the rubber sheets and the turbine.
Did I have to tell you that Tuscaloosa Ted's middle name is Eddie?
Right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Ted Ed.
That's right. That's right.
Theodore Edward.
Sorry, we got to take the RV up to Norman this weekend for the big ball.
There you go. The big ball game.
Road trip.
Oh, man. Well, there you go. Norman,
Oklahoma.
Oh,
you.
Yes. Oh,
yeah, we're gonna show them what OU is all about.
I think they've been shown what the SEC is. So.
Yeah, they're gonna owe all of you an apology when we think
Tuscaloosa Ted. Yeah, well, we always glad to hear from that fella. He's always a good guy to step in. When he sticks his head in the door every once in a while, he likes to kind of just chime in there. He really has dyed in the wool. Crimson,
like you close the door after.
Yeah, it's all right. He's a taxpaying American.
Well, we hope so.
Yeah,
that's right.
Not very.
Y'all have a good day, Roll.
Ever since he got on disability,
good Lord, it's a mental disability. I think.
Well, he used to work in the munitions plant over there in Addison.
He did leave 3 words before he left.
He did.
3 words for Alvin Bragg in New York.
Hey,
Let it go.
let it go, Alvin Bragg. You know, that is.
Let it go, buddy.
I think it's going to be interesting because do I, as you say, let it go?
Yeah.
Or do I try to hold something over who is now the most powerful person in the world? Holds the most powerful office, to say that way, in the world.
Is anybody going to care about 2029?
No,
Because what if he's so successful in that term? I was like, yeah, you go ahead and try that, man.
but I wonder if there's another spare Winnebago that Alan Bragg can move into.
Maybe probably is.
Maybe. Well, I saw that
He
news.
moved upstate New York. He's in a whole Winnebago.
I was in the studio yesterday and I saw that news pop up on the screen, and I was like, really? I was like, they're still hanging on to that. And yeah, they're going to hang on to it till he's out of office. And by that point, would he be like 82, 83? So, and of course, we all know if there's a sentencing done, there'll be an appeal process.
They've already accomplished,
even if it goes that far.
they've already accomplished what they wanted to do with that. They got him in the orange suit.
Yeah, Jamie, pardon me.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, exactly.
The back. I don't know.
Whoever it is, yeah.
They got their desired effect out of it, so they did their job, and they got him in the orange suit, got his mugshot.
I'm sorry that the convicted felon was so popular this time around that he got more Republican popular votes than anybody, and
Gave us some cred.
swept all of the swing states and just, ran away with that thing.
Yep.
Sorry about that. That convicted felon did okay, I think.
Well, was he literally convicted?
Well,
He was just indicted.
33 counts.
Yeah. On paper he was,
Right.
Yeah.
It's a bit silly.
I tell you what, I sent him to 4 years of public service with no pay.
That's pretty rough.
That's pretty rough, yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Well,
We appeal?
that way at the end of his term, he's time served.
Time served.
It's true.
I wonder if he's going to take the check this time for his service.
Oh, I think so. I doubt that he will.
Yeah.
So yeah,
What did he do last time? He donated that to veterans organizations.
I think he will do
something
again.
like that.
Yeah,
I think that's
yeah.
probably what he'll do again.
It's hard to go back on.
Well,
that.
see,
If
there you
don't
go.
do it, then people say, "Well, we didn't do this game now."
there's the answer. Trump's the deal maker. Just get his people up there, talk to Bragg, and say, "Let's go ahead and do this thing. Let's get me sentenced. Let's get this sentence me to 4 years public service." And
There
it's
you go.
done.
Community service.
You got
4
your
years.
conviction, you got your sentencing, and I've done my time.
I'll go pick up trash from the White House lawn.
There's a lot of trash there now. I'll tell you
Being
what.
president is pretty good public service. That would just being the president would be enough, I think. All righty. Well, if you have any opinion about this, that, or the other thing, why don't you give us a call here at 601-485-9191. 601-591. Sir Dunn here. So come on in, caller. Welcome to our show.
MAGA morning, true American patriot.
There
There we go. I'm talking about
What's that?
get the choir going. But
What you
it's
doing
kind of
today?
funny.
Yeah.
The people in New York that are pressing all these issues on Trump, they won't even prosecute real murderers and rapists and robbers and illegal aliens or anything like that.
Oh, now,
Anybody
these are
their own way.
just people that have made mistakes in life, and they need another chance.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They need another chance to do a rope dance. Yeah, and already there are people that we're going to declare ourselves a sanctuary city. Well, there's an answer for that. Cut off any federal money going to that city. No welfare, no food stamps, no SNAP, panic, or anything else. No assistance for any maintenance on roads or nothing else. You think you're going to run it on your own? By God, run it on your damn own.
Now, let's just think about that. Can somebody just give me the true definition of what is a sanctuary city?
Well, it's illegal to start with. You're in violation of the U.S. Constitution. You have no authority, and you're actually obstructing justice. You're hiding and holding a criminal an illegal alien criminal invader.
I know, yeah, and once in a while we make reference to Scripture. I know in Scripture the sanctuary city was for the one who accidentally took a life, and they had a place to flee so that they would not really have the retribution of the family or the people that wanted to come after him. So it was just it was a hiding place for it was a hiding place for those cities of refuge for those who accidentally took a life. Now, if you murdered back in those days, you were supposed to be put. You were supposed to be put to death. You could not go to the sanctuary city.
Here's your simple definition of sanctuary city according to the old Google machine there. A city whose municipal laws tend to protect undocumented, underlined immigrants from deportation or prosecution despite federal immigration law.
There you go. And that's a direct violation. You have chosen your stance, and we need to choose ours. Put them on their knees.
Mm.
You got to get over Sunday school. You got to get over kumbaya. This is a real world with real problems.
Mm.
And that stuff, it just won't work, man. It won't work. I have never seen good triumph over evil. I have seen evil stomp a coon dog foot out of good many times.
Well, good does triumph over evil, though. I mean, that is, if we didn't have that, that would be, maybe I misunderstand what you're saying.
Well, say it again.
No, you said that good doesn't triumph over evil.
I've never seen it take that.
Mm. Okay.
I have not.
Are you speaking about just being nice and?
No, I'm talking about that doctrine, that love and just forgive and get along and just let it go. No, because evil prospers in that environment.
Well, how about this one? Love for society is shown by holding people accountable. That's the way it should be. It should be just like the judge told me that day about capital punishment. Mm-hmm. Capital punishment is society's ultimate form of self-protection. Mm-hmm. That's so inhumane. I know it's so such and such. Well, it's ordained by God. Take it up with Him. Mm-hmm. That's where it comes from. It's not true, Roger. There is the importance of showing the example. For example, we were having a discussion off air before the show started about how sometimes referees or coaches or referees or they have to make a call that shows an example to the rest of the players or the parents of players that we're not going to have this kind of behavior in the sports arena. Well, when you've got citizens that are afraid and criminals that are not, it needs to be reversed. That's right. And if that example needs to be set, we need to set it. And we don't need people on death row 30 and 35 years. Mm-hmm. If you're going to have that penalty, use it. If you're not going to use it, take it off the books. Just say, we're too big a wuss to do this. Oh, well, what about the victim? What about their life they got cheated out of? What about their suffering and pain and the suffering and pain of their loved ones that miss them? You got the stuff misdirected. Here's how I would do this. It's for the benefit of the good of the majority, not the minority. Let me try this glove on here and see if it fits. Wait a minute, I don't mean to use that as a
wow. Thanks, OJ.
No, but let me. What do you think about this, Haz? They're talking about this deportation. And by the way, Mr. Holman called. He'd like for you to help him with the deportation process. Be glad to. No, be glad to. They're talking about. Give me an MRE and campaign water. We'll get it done. Well, you might be the one, and I'll do this. You don't belong here. Listen to my idea. In your mind, you don't belong here. Listen to my idea here. We're thinking this. I'm thinking this. They're wanting to return them to their country of origin. I say we round them up and put them on the other side of the border, and we tell Mexico they supply their transportation back to their country of origin because they're the ones that allow them to come through their country to our border.
first thing Trump needs to do is call the president of Mexico. They have to come to your country. You're aiding and abetting this.
Mm-hmm.
You either stop them on your southern border, or we will shut the border down and not a damn taco will come out of your country. We will shut it down, and we will stop any tourism or travel to Mexico until you stop it.
Yeah. Well, I think there's going to be a discussion.
Be a grizzly bear. Don't be a wuss teddy bear.
I wouldn't be surprised if somebody from the transition team hasn't already talked to the president of Mexico.
Well, they need to have a come to Jesus with her. This is the way the cow ate the corn. Now you deal with it, or we'll deal with it.
Mm.
Mexico needs America a lot more than we need them.
Mm.
You know.
No, you poured concrete.
Your products off, there will be nothing come out of your country.
Mm.
And when you understand that, just like these sanctuary cities, when you cut them off at the knees, don't worry about all that kumbaya, no, do it.
Mm.
Show set the example. I bet you if you do several of those cities like it, you won't ever have enough. Just like when they burn these cities and leave the stores, shoot them in the street.
Mm.
You won't have too many of them, right?
30 seconds.
When you go to a ride, you need to make up your mind. I could die right here.
Mm.
Is it worth that? I'm gonna go steal me some knives.
Yeah.
Is it worth taking a bullet?
20 seconds.
If it is, come on.
All right, we got to get a break in here.
People in America are sick and tired of being sick and tired.
There you go.
Roger that.
Sick and tired of being sick and tired. Well, there you have it, folks. We're going to take a break. Come back. I need a drink of water. We'll be right back. Little easy Beatles coming in here. Here comes the sun. It is going to be sunny today. Going to get all the way up to what, 65 degrees? A little cooler.
Yep.
And down to, I'm showing like upper 30s
Yes, sir.
tonight. Okay.
Could hit the freezing mark by Friday evening.
Shut the door.
Yes, sir.
You better shut the door.
That's what I would do.
Yeah. Turn the windows.
Hey, shut the door! You're like the dead boy.
Shut that door on the Winnebago.
Were you born in a barn?
Oh, yeah. Glad you're out there. Want you to be part of the show. I'm just recounting, when my father would tell us.
Jesus was born in a barn. Okay.
That's true. That's right.
And close to Christmas.
And not the nice, clean little nativity scene that you see in front of the churches. I think it stank. I think it's stinking.
No, thank you.
Anytime you have a bunch of barnyard animals, you're going to get some stink.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is. All right. Good morning, in Meridian. You're having a good day. Want you to be part of it. And, of course, we have a caller on the line. Our number is, by the way, 601-485-9191. And Roger here, along with Rob and Charles. And now you. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning. Let's see. We got Roger, Rob, and Charles. Full house. How are you doing today?
Good morning.
Doing fine, Mr. Benny Campbell, mayor of Tucalina, Mississippi.
Now you talk about the barnyard smell. You got to understand people that love horses and animals. That's perfume to them.
Now that's true.
They dab a little behind their ears. Sort of thing.
That's right.
Get your man this Christmas a bottle of manure.
A good smelling horse, old risky. They like it. But, of course, it's going to be a hard act to follow at the hazmat. But on the lighter side, I just want to comment on, I had a real delightful time last night. Went to the Riley Center where they had a free United States Army band playing.
Yeah.
And they played a little bit of contemporary, a little jazz, a little bit. It was very outstanding. And one of the things that's impressive, they had a little screen behind their bandstand there, and they would show some stuff from World War II, the Korean War, Vietnam War, and the storm. A little excerpt of things about it. And they also made a comment about the Tuskegee Air Force, that a black man in it was shot, one of the first Qs. They can't call this name, and I can't remember. Was the first black man that shot down enemy aircraft in a P-51. And it was, they did so much. In fact, I talked to a man that was a B-24 Liberator, made 17 trips.
Wow.
And he said that Tuskegee Air Force, when they escorted them, they never lost the first airplane. They really were good and above and beyond duty that protected them without any failures, lose the first one.
Oh, man, that's a miracle.
But the band was very delightful, and it was free. The bills was full. They recognized every unit of military service, all the military men and veterans and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And this is really a very, very good show. Patriotic. Just made you feel so good about the country and the band playing and what they recognize and give credit to these different people.
Did they play some good 1940s music?
Yes, they did. They had a vocalist there that sang, I don't remember the song, but it was way back in the 40s.
Yeah.
It was good. From then to up to date songs. And God bless America. She sang for us the national anthem.
Yeah.
And God bless America.
Mm-hmm.
And I hadn't heard anybody singing any better than her than when I used to listen back in the 40s to Kate Smith. That was her theme song, singing God Bless America. She was great. She sang it like she meant it.
Betty, do you realize there's not many people that can say that they listened to Kate Smith in the 40s?
Yep, I guess you're right.
What a treat! What a treat to hear you report that. God bless you, my friend.
Well, I go back a long way. Go back from the horse and buggy day that I've seen dragging logs out of the woods with oxen for the space age. So I've lived a fruitful life for the change, and the most amazing change to me, besides space age, is all this electronic telephones and stuff that you tablets that they got more information on that than the encyclopedia book had back in my day.
Oh, I know it. I used to love to go to the back of the room after I'd get my work done. I'd go to the back of the room, get a World Book Encyclopedia, and just start looking at the pictures because that's about all I could read. And but no, it was fun to. That was kind of my Google search back then.
Yeah.
Now I dare you to find some encyclopedias now. Do they even print them?
Well, I don't know, but I got a full set on my bookshelf. Oh,
it might be a collector's item. Hang on to it. Might be a little out of date. Hold on.
And then there was for so many months or years after, they would send you an update with a little information if you could paste it in on certain pages, certain items, to bring you up to date on those things. But it was, I don't know, a limited time. It worked. And I enjoyed looking at them. And I still go back and refer to them sometimes when I want to look at a map or country or something like that. So it was a wonderful tool at a time, but they got stuff now that's so much more modern, more convenient, and it just blows our little pea brain all the stuff that they can do with electronics and this modern age technology and AI intelligence.
It looks like
AI.
Looks like you can in 2024. It looks like you can order 22 volumes of World Book Encyclopedia for $1,099.
Wow,
that's right. That's $1,099.
That's a lot of money.
Well,
about mine for I don't know, probably $100. So it had to make payments on it to get that.
Oh yeah, that's right. The salesman used to come to your door and say, "Well, here you can have the whole volume here, and you only have to pay X number of dollars for the year per month, and you're yours." Mm-hmm. But wait, there's more. If you buy it today, if you sign up with us right now, you'll get the bonus book. About
year in review.
Yeah, exactly. Good stuff. Hey, thanks for taking us down memory lane, and thanks for the report on the Army Band concert last night.
Yes, thank you. It was just real good, and I just want to wish everybody, I hope everybody has a great day.
Yeah, that's the way you do it.
I copied many term papers out of the encyclopedia.
Everybody has.
I mean, pretty much. Word for word.
And the teacher didn't have a clue, did she?
No clue. Of course she knew. Like, all right, whatever. C minus.
Charles, you're going to have to stop using verbatim.
Yeah.
Unless you're going to
change
use
a couple words. Change a couple words. It's good. Yeah.
What's it?
Like 3 words.
Does anyone know what the word ibid means?
I have no idea.
We'll see if you know term paper. We'll see if you're a term paper writer. Do you know what the term ibid means? IBID.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Morning's in Meridian. Good morning. Let's take a phone call again. Welcome to our show.
Ibid? Did you say ibid?
Ibid. That's what frogs say, isn't it?
Ribbit.
Ribbit. That's ribbit. But ibid. Isn't ibid a bad person, a dirty person, a scroungy person, something along those lines?
Yeah. Yeah. I think it has to do if you're using the same quote from a previous footnote.
It's that thing again.
It's that thing again.
Yeah.
You put it. Yeah, it's like referring to the previous footnote. Something like that.
What all do y'all think that the president of Ukraine has on Biden? Why with less than 2 months left in his term, he would send them long-range missiles capable of hitting Moscow? Why in the world would this idiot do that right here with less than 2 months to go in his term?
Hunter.
There's something very, very wrong with that. I mean, if Trump's going to get anything straightened out, and then here comes Biden and his bunch making it worse than it could ever be, if they fire those long-range missiles into Russia, it'll make the chance for peace and a resolve a lot harder for Donald Trump. And who knows what it could escalate to if they do that. I don't know. You know, Putin keeps threatening nuclear. Would that be the thing that would trigger him if they drop one in the middle of a town, big city in Russia? I don't know. That is absolutely crazy.
Well, I mean, I think that Hunter comes into play because obviously there's been a lot of things that have been very strange with Hunter's involvement in certain companies in Ukraine. But, you wonder if this is a way to kind of sandbag Trump and say, okay, you're going to come in at a disadvantage into your administration. It's going to be difficult for you to start. Yeah. And I don't think Putin's going to drop any nukes. I mean, I think it's a threat. I think if he did that, then NATO, the entire NATO bloc would come together finally and kind of counteract him. Of course, then you've got North Korea and possibly China getting involved. So what do you have after that?
Well, ever since this began, they wanted these long-range missiles, and they wouldn't do it. And here with less than 60 days left in his term, he does it.
Yeah, I know.
So something we don't know,
Well, I'm not a political scientist, but try this on for size. What if these long-range missiles actually turn into an additional bargaining chip for Trump when it comes time to negotiate the peace?
Well, I'm going to say, Roger, it depends on how many Russians have been killed by these long-range missiles before Trump ever gets to office. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. We sit here trying to discuss it, but it was a heck of a deal. Let me ask you one more question. I'll get out of here.
Yeah.
These recess appointments, Trump don't have to have their approval for Gates or or Pete from Fox Network if he appoints them while the Congress and all is in recess. Isn't that the way it's been done for years? Recess appointment?
Not that I'm aware of. I thought they had to go through a confirmation process.
I don't think they can be appointed though till he's inaugurated.
Yeah, he's got to be inaugurated.
He's got to be inaugurated. But what? Then tell me what is the? Because all these they made. I mean, Bush made hundreds. Clinton made hundreds of recess appointments, but maybe it wasn't high-ranking cabinet members. I don't know.
Yeah, I think those were not the high-ranking folks because these positions like Gates, Attorney General, and Defense Secretary, these are some pretty high-level folks. They have to go through the confirmation process.
And was that while Bush was also transitioning from term 1 to term 2, where he was already president?
That too. Yeah,
is that a factor?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, they absolutely have to be president before they can do the recess appointments. No doubt about that. But anyway. All right, guys. Thanks.
All right.
Hey, thanks for the phone call. Love to hear from you all. Appreciate you being out there. Our number here is 601-485-9191.
Of course, 2 more picks as of yesterday. Dr. Amendment Oz. Of course, he ran for the Senate seat in Pennsylvania unsuccessfully last go-around. Going to put him in charge of Medicaid and Medicare programs. The Wizard of Oz. And Linda McMahon. She actually served in the previous Trump term on the cabinet, but this time it'll be a different position. Department of Education Secretary.
I think you're getting ready to rumble.
Yeah.
That is getting rumbled. Department of Education.
She just looks like I could be afraid of her.
I'm pretty intimidated.
Well, she's been around a lot of tough folks in her day.
Go, Linda. Go, Linda.
That's Vince's wife. Well,
that rest of them real or
on paper.
On paper.
On paper.
On paper.
Contract.
It's mornings in Meridian, and we want to thank our friends that are in the insurance business. And our friend is Jeffrey Wilson down there at State Farm Insurance. He's a good neighbor.
Neighbor.
Yeah,
Or however you want to say it.
And he's a good friend too.
Yep.
And here's the deal: when you combine your State Farm, home, and auto insurance, you save an average could be more, $889. With Christmas coming up, what could you do with $889?
Mm-hmm.
I could think of a couple things. Well, with State Farm, you can save right there in Meridian. Just call Jeffrey Wilson, 601-483-8253. And of course, it's very good. It's very important that you know your insurance agent, because when you've got that claim that you need to call him up for, whether that's something happening in your home or your auto, and you need to know who it is. You need to know that he's going to fight for you to get the most amount of money that you can from that insurance company. And Jeffrey Wilson is a good neighbor and a good friend. Give him a call today, 601-483-8253, or go by and see him at his office at 2401 Highway 39 North. And he's got the coffee on. He's ready to meet with you. Meet with him a couple times a year. You might drop some insurance, might add a little bit, but he's going to take care of all of your assets. Jeffrey Wilson, State Farm, like a good neighbor. He is there. State Farm is there, and so is Jeffrey Wilson.
Good guy.
He is a good guy.
With a good team.
And he wears khakis.
And that.
Yeah, real quick, guys, I guess you saw this yesterday. The runoff, of course, next week of the Supreme Court seat. Jim Kitchen's got a endorsement yesterday.
Oh, did he?
From Benny Thompson. So that should tell you.
Really? Wow. Was he like, no, Benny? No. Oh, we did it.
Right.
Benny's back.
Go away.
Oh, he has found his corner of power, and he's loving it.
Like I said, that should tell you everything you need to know.
Everything. I know who to vote for. This is coming in from Jeff Tate. Says, for Mississippi, the governor appoints. They take over, and they have until the end of the session, the next session, to be confirmed by the Senate. If not confirmed, they vacate and can't be reappointed. And that's Mississippi vacancies. In other words, the appointments that are made during the recess, if they're not appointed eventually by the end of the session, they have to vacate.
Okay.
So that might be tied to the way they do it in the federal government.
Yeah. I think the ones that are going to be the most difficult, obviously, Gates is going to be probably the most difficult to get through, I think. The other ones, I think they will eventually, but that's going to be the most difficult one, I think. So as far as the high-level guys go, Seth might get a little pushback from some of the Democrats, obviously, because they'll look at him. What kills me about when they look at Hegseth, they're like, oh, he's just a Fox TV host. Look at his military background.
He happens to be a well-educated, patriotic American who had a job at Fox. That's what it is.
Yeah. So, but Gates is going to be the big one that's going to have a lot of hurdles behind him because of, obviously, the congressional investigation. So,
601-485-9191. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning. How you guys doing?
hey, good morning.
Doing well, thank you.
Good morning. Hey, the Stephanie McMahon thing, first of all, she slapped the Linda McMahon. She slapped Lynn and Stephanie, so she won't play. Because one time she on Monday Night Raw slapped Vince right in the face. So everybody loves her. Just stand up for herself.
That's right.
On the Ukraine thing, I never understood what we forgotten about Cuba. And it just sits down there, 90 miles off our coast. And it's the crown jewel of Russia. When that whole thing started, I thought, well, let's just embargo Cuba and say, one foot into Ukraine, or we take Cuba back. I think they would have sat there. They love that place. It's like, to me, in my 53 years, Cuba is like taking down the goalpost on communism. How does it just sit there? And we go all over the world to fight communism, the long-range missiles in Ukraine to stop. And it just sits there, a little beautiful island that I love to go to, but I can't go to as long as it's communist. And I think we could have stopped them dead in their tracks. So you set one foot into there, we're going to eradicate communism out of our hemisphere once and for all. We're never going to have another Venezuela or Cuba. Strategically, it'd be great. And I don't think I think they would have just frozen their tracks because just like we can't go defend everywhere in the world now, that's what Trump's in power. We can't do that anymore. How are they going to conquer Ukraine and come defend Cuba?
Well, what you'd have,
Wouldn't
man,
11
is
million Cubans,
yeah.
wouldn't 7 million Cubans down in Miami immediately want to go back to
I
their
agree.
homeland?
I agree with the strategy. I agree with the strategy,
Yeah.
except there is that one little phrase that was uttered back in 1962 that said, "If they take out the missiles from Cuba, we will not invade Cuba." So there's that. There's that commitment that Kennedy made back in '62. That and you say, well, that's long forgotten. Until you break that commitment, then you'll have the world
They don't even have power.
throwing that into your face.
Very, very hard. I thought the treaty expired. So if it's still wrong, I mean, we have to acknowledge our own. But I just think it's just amazing how it sits there. And maybe it's so close to us now, it's too bloody, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
But in our hearts, it's worth it.
If you want to go to Cuba,
right under our nose.
Yeah, if you want to go to Cuba, just go to Dade County.
I don't want to go to Cuba. Don't even get that started. I want to go to a new Cuba if it ever got free.
Just go to Dade County, Florida. Try to learn the language.
All right, I'll do that. And I'll just start in Dade County, Florida. And I love Cuba. I mean, I've met some Cuban. I love Cubans, man. I get their flight. I mean, it sucks down there. You know, I bet they sit there thinking, man, we go all over the world spending money to defend these countries. Why don't they go? I mean, we could go down there and see Cedar Pass. It ain't 90 miles off the coast. It don't make sense to me.
Now, I should correct myself. I should correct myself. Don't go to Dade County to go to Cuba because it's nothing like what Cuba really is. I mean, go and see what Cuba would look like if it were democratized and
Cuba brings flashlights. And,
yeah. So Dade County is kind of like the if it was a Cuban democracy. Yeah.
Well, some of that sauce with those chips and those tacos, that'd be the first thing I'd do. Cuban guys, maybe one of those sandwiches. But you guys have a good day, man.
Yeah. All right. If you want to see what the wonderful world of communism has done to Cuba, just go to YouTube because there are people that have that little walk through or a little ride through Cuba, and you can see some of the back streets and see what Cuba really looks like, and you'll decide, I really don't need to go there.
Right. And then, now, is Cuba a threat to the U.S.? I mean, obviously, it's a threat because it's allied with certain other countries who are perceived to be a threat, at least maybe not directly. Each country has the right to self-determination. Now, whether or not it's manipulated by the government and that sort of thing, I mean, it's I don't think it's best for the people, but are we the ones to decide that, or is that?
Focusing on Cuba just got me distracted. We're at the top of the hour. Let's join Fox News.
Let's do that.
Where defense witnesses are expected to
care of business every day. Been doing it for a long time. Thank you for coming along with us for the second hour of the two best hours of local live talk radio right here in East Mississippi and West Alabama. Roger B. along with say hi to Rob Atkinson.
Hey, good morning.
Good to see you, sir.
Yes, sir.
And of course, we have Charles Frazier in the house.
Of course.
And we're going to introduce our guest who's here with us right now because she's here. She's got a merry spirit. She's got a merry shirt on. She's got a got a hat on. It's Mary. Looks Mary. It's white. Good.
Is her name Mary?
Her name is not. Well, not that I know of. It could be. I don't know if I know her middle name. But we do know her as Aubrey Flory, and she's with World of Flowers, and she is also on the board of Mary Hope.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Wonderful. How are y'all today?
Good.
We're doing very well. And of course, whenever I see you come in the studio, I'm thinking, okay, wait a minute, is it Mother's Day? Is it Valentine's Day? No, it's Christmas. It's Christmas.
Christmas.
And of course, Mary Hope is dressing up. Is that right?
That is right. Our opening gala is Sunday. So we are getting ready to open doors for the 56th year of Trees of Christmas at Mary Hope.
Gala means fancy clothes, right?
No, it's Sunday. Come to church.
After church.
Were you supposed to wear fancy clothes anyway? So, you know.
Your Sunday best at Mary Hope. There you go.
That's
All right.
So 1 to 4.
1 to 4.
That's right. The doors will open up. We will have like refreshments. And Barry Germany will be there to play on the big grand.
Extraordinaire.
And the house looks incredible. We've got so many trees, so many nativities, so many different things, mantles, doors, very.
Now, wait a minute. There's a lot of work that's been done to set all this up already.
Oh, yes.
When did you start this?
We started this really roughly we've been working on this all year. This is a year-long event. We work on behind the scenes, but physically the house has been bumping and moving since the first week in November.
Wow.
So the trees get out. We pull the trees out, put them up, get them ready for all of our volunteers. Wonderful people who have donated their time and effort to make some really beautiful, beautiful decorations in the house, including the trees.
Is there a theme this year? Or
It is.
Just pretty trees?
It is. Well, we love the pretty trees, but Merry, M-E-R-R-E, and bright.
Merry and bright.
Mary Hope and bright.
Bright. B-R-I-T.
B-R-I-T.
Oh, B-R-I-T. It's all about the spelling.
Yes, Donna Owens, very creative. All right. Mark.
Look at her.
I mean, so we're real excited. Great month. I mean, this runs all the way through December 31st. So we are only closed on Thanksgiving Day, Christmas Eve, and Christmas Day. But you can come and tour the house any other day. Monday through Saturday, we're open from 10 to 4. And on Sunday, we're open 1 to 4. And every Sunday, we have music. So we have wonderful people who just donated their talents. Like I said, Barry Germany will be there on the opening gala, which is this Sunday. The next Sunday, we're going to have First Prez, the children's choir, a youth choir that's coming. Now, December 8th, we won't have any music because we are going to be having cookies with Santa, Mrs. Claus, pictures, and all kinds of stuff going on with the kids. So no music that day. That's
what Saturday. Day is it?
That is December the 8th.
December 8th.
Sunday. Yeah, Sunday the 8th.
For the kids, Roger, not for you, the kids.
And it's pictures with Santa and cocoa and cookies with Mrs. Claus. We're excited they're going to drop in from the North Pole.
So no pictures with Mrs. Claus.
Well, you can get your picture.
Okay. I saw some pictures of Mrs. Claus being separated.
Hello.
She's cute. And December 15th, we have Mary Catherine Pope, who will be providing some cello. And Carol Porter and guests will also be playing. Amy Lott will be there on the 22nd of December. And Robert Evans will be there on the 29th. And those are Sundays full of entertainment in that 1 to 4 hours.
What did you want me to come do my Bing Crosby?
Anytime.
Come out in February.
The
Walmart parking lot plays.
and may all your Christmases be bright.
I have missed that so much.
Oh, bless you.
Just don't do the other Bing Crosby impersonation, you know. Wasn't too good to his wife. All right,
Remember,
whatever.
don't forget to get some good floating orange juice.
But we're excited about that. We're excited about these people coming and volunteering their time
Yes.
and their gifts. We have 2 events that will go on with music also. And I want to mention that Mimosas at Mary Hope is coming back with 60 tickets for sale. These are pre-purchase tickets.
Pre-purchased mimosas at Meridian.
That's right. And we will have Robert Evans playing that day.
Mm.
And then we have the Spirits of Christmas at Mary Hope, which is the 12th of December. That's on a Thursday evening from 6 to 8. And Terry Carpenter and John Marshall will be playing.
Wow.
So
we
we
saw Terry on Saturday night.
we
didn't we?
did. Terry and Bill and John
Good.
played, and
They
they're
do a
wonderful.
good job.
They do. They're wonderful. So this is just a real exciting in the house. And again, it is the 56th year, so this is a tradition. But all the funds go to helping us preserve Mary Hope.
Mhm.
And the roof is done. The roof is
Really?
on. It is. They are. Yes, this has been a 3-year.
There has been a top.
I don't even know what to call it. It's been a 3-year journey. but-
Ordeal.
You can put a lid on it. Yeah. The roof is done.
Well, it has been a blessing. And the roof work is complete. Now, they are still working on some of the intricate detail of the woodwork that will go along the back of the, flashing.
Yeah.
But that's not complete yet because of the length of time that takes. And of course, we've got people coming, so we're not going to have scaffolding and ladders and those things going on right now.
Nice.
But the roof is done, and so phase 2 is we're working towards that. So I want people to know what is happening in your contribution, in your time, in your interest
Mm-hmm.
is working. We're way past what we thought we would be in 3 years, and I have to say, Meridian is. We can talk about all the bad going on, but this is a prime example of the good. This is a prime example of the good of a community like ours. So I want to really thank the people that have shown interest, and I really want to encourage you to come and see this year's Trees of Christmas. Every year there's a different theme, and the trees are different. So if you say, "Oh, I've been there, I've done that," well, yeah, but you don't know what this designer's going to do or that designer's going to do. And based on the theme, it's a wonderful way to get ideas about how to decorate your own tree.
How many trees in total?
I think we have 50. So on top of that, we also have, when you add the mantles, the doors, some of the extra things that go on as far as even the bathrooms are decorated, which is cool.
Oh,
So, people have come up with some really interesting things to do. And not in the bathroom.
Okay.
Tree.
I've seen decorated bathrooms. I got a lot of phone numbers that way.
No. We don't allow that.
Okay.
But
I'm sorry. You just have to go there.
they've come up with some wonderful things to showcase each
Yeah.
room. And it is beautiful.
Well, the thing about the Mary Hope experience as well, and this is what is so funny because, I was listening to a comedian the other day, Tom Papa, talking about, when his parents come to visit, it's like, okay, went down to the beach, looked at that. Now what do we do? What do you do with your company when they're visiting? Guess what? Load them up, take them to Mary Hope.
Come to
And leave
Mary
them.
Hope.
That's right. They're gonna leave.
You're going to have somebody coming out of town for Thanksgiving or Christmas. You don't want to just sit there and look across at each other and say, well, when are we going to have supper? You got, hey, let's all load up and go to Mary Hope.
We we have a register where we ask you to sign in, and this is our biggest event. It's our longest event. It's amazing the people that come from other countries, other states, other counties. Right now, Mary Hope is on the USA Today voting for one of the most interesting and nicest Christmas homes to visit in the United States. We're winning. We're not winning, but we're in.
Is that like national attention?
That is national attention. I don't even know how we got listed on that. But it is on our Facebook page and certainly on maryhope.com. You can vote every day for that. And that is a national recognition of Mary Hope. I mean, we're in competition with the Biltmore.
Well, there you
Oh,
go.
we're better than the Biltmore.
Well,
Okay.
Better than the Bill.
Smaller, but
We're-
it's the Biltmore's
Smaller, but
beautiful. We're smaller, but I mean, think about that.
Mhm.
Meridian, Mississippi. So I don't know how we got on there, but please go to maryhope.com. At our
and the hard work of the board members and Aubrey Flory, who
Well,
have been
you're
working hard to make sure that Mary Hope is kept out front in the minds of people.
Well, I'm one of them.
There you
And
go.
our board is wonderful, and the partnerships that we have. Charles has been wonderful, big supporter of Mary Hope and helping us.
Are
You know,
you the
that's
reason we have
okay.
national attention, Charles? Oh, okay.
No,
Aubrey.
but he, like so many other people, have found a way to help us. And no gift is is overlooked. I mean, whether you're donating your time, your talent, money, all of those things add up and matter, and they have helped us greatly to
But if you
achieve.
had a choice, which would you want? Time, talent, or money?
We like it all.
Good answer.
Take it all.
Good answer. Good answer.
There's no wrong way to help Mary Hope.
I love it.
When it comes to what you want to do to keep the house going.
Mhm. Well, it's a landmark that is now becoming nationally recognized. So why don't you local folks go out there and check it out? What it's all about. It's conveniently located just right off of 8th Street, up Martin Luther King 31st. Is that right?
It's 904 Martin Luther King Drive.
904 MLK.
And
I just voted.
thank you.
Look
See
at
how
you.
easy that was?
And then number 3.
We're number 3 right now.
Can't beat that.
So keep
Well,
voting.
you can be number 2 or 1.
So you go to the Facebook and vote on
Yeah.
there. Is that where you?
It's on our Facebook page.
Yeah, okay, got it.
And maryhope.com should have
And you
it
can
as
vote
well.
more than once, so it's not like a.
Well, you vote
You
every
feel like
day.
a member.
You can vote every
Look
day.
at all those votes coming in Meridian. Boy, Mary Hope is now number 1. That's great.
It's a Democrat voting prize.
Vote like a Democrat every day.
There you go.
Once
Dead
a
people
day,
vote.
you can vote.
All right.
But it is so exciting. And, like I said, the house is bumping. We've got a lot to do still
Mhm.
between now and Sunday. But, the people come in. We've got several counties represented, artists
Mhm.
who've come in to decorate from our surrounding areas. But, we still have our local people and nonprofits and community, organizations and businesses and just wonderful civic groups that have come together and helped to get this done. I want to give a shout out to NAS shipmates. They came multiple times to help us not only get the trees out of storage, put them up, and get them fluffed, help with lights. They also came back and helped us with our yard and cleanup and getting the shrubs done and the yard looking good. And so all of these little things matter. So I want to give a big shout out to our people out at NAS because
Once again,
they
the
are
benefit of
wonderful.
having Naval Air Station Meridian just up the road, the
That
shipmates
is
coming in to
right.
do some good community service.
That's right.
Me and Charles look at each other, the fluffing process.
We love the fluff a tree.
The fluffing process.
Don't forget,
Okay,
after
that's
you fluff a tree, you've got to flock it. Don't forget.
Loving and plucking.
There you go.
And you got to say shipmates very carefully.
That's
Yep. Mates. That's right. But they were a joy to have, and they've helped us several years. So they are a joy to have.
This is why this show is not nationally recognized.
Well, there is.
What are you two?
Now, Aubrey, we apologize. You're trying to be
You're
so
funny.
dedicated, so serious, and
Yeah.
here we are just kind of just having a great
I
time
always
with it.
know what I'm walking into.
Yeah, that's right.
But folks, but no kidding, folks. Mary Hope is a great asset for our town. People, and this is the thing about it: you have things that are nationally recognized or worldwide recognized, like the country, the father of country music. People come from all over the country to see the museum and learn more about him. Well, Mary Hope is kind of like people, as you said, people stopping in and saying, "Hey, this is a key part of history. It's a great jewel in the crown of the Queen City, and they need to take advantage of city. So why don't we locally appreciate it as well?"
Well,
should.
and we have a lot of people that come in from out of town, like I said, and since the pandemic, our tour guides, a lot of people that come, from around the state, and then they go and have a wonderful lunch.
They do.
And we love that our businesses here, when people do come and they want something to do, they may not know about Mary Hope. So businesses are also telling them, go see Mary Hope, go see Mary Hope. And so even outside of the trip for Christmas, we get those visitors. but it is a wonderful opportunity to learn about the house. We've got a lot of children coming that we're so excited about. The schools used to bring you in when I was growing up, and the public and county schools don't do that anymore. So we have worked with a grant that we received from the Alley Cat Run to be able to bring children in Hope Village, children in the Boys and Girls Club, and some of the other after school operations that help children. And I wish you could see these children come and their face lit up. Number one, house, but then it's all decorated for Christmas. And these children are very interested in how did they build that. Even at a young age, they can see the craftsmanship in that home as opposed to what we all see every day, even in our own homes. So I think that is a real wonderful opportunity for the future of this home is to engage the youth and that we need to take care of her.
Let's say in school systems, let's just remember, I don't remember what my first grade teacher said in class. I remember talking about some numbers for math and some Dick, Jane, and Sally for reading. And
She just said, sit down and shut up.
She did a lot of that.
Sit down.
She said a lot of that. Roger, I hear you talking again. But I told her, I said, well, don't worry, one day I'll get paid to do it. But anyway, the point is, I remember the field trips we went on. I mean, I can remember in school 50, 60 years ago, field trip, well, not 60, but 50 plus years ago, field trip. So this makes a great impression on that. I don't know why the school systems don't do that.
I can't speak on it. I'm sure it would be a lot.
I tell you what, next time we have a school bond issue, we're going to make Mary Hope the voting precinct.
Wow.
We're going to have to approve that through the board. Yeah, hold on a minute. I don't know if Donna Jill's going to let that take place.
Did I just say that?
Taking a stab.
But honestly, there you find another way. And with the help of nonprofits, and these organizations that are wanting to give back, you solve a problem there. And so that's one of the things that has been really fun to see is how we solve some problems in getting Mary Hope back in people's minds, in their heart, and certainly in their writing checks, volunteering. So, I can't believe where we started 3 years ago with the goal of the roof. It is something.
Well, I think that's fantastic. So, folks, you've heard Aubrey come in and talk about it. You've got the picture, but you won't really get the grasp of it until you go see it. So once again, just roll down the quick events that are coming up, the special events, but also the way that they can get into Mary Hope.
Well, opening gala starts this Sunday, again, the 24th, that's 1 to 4. And then, every Sunday we will have music and some sort of fun thing going on. The calendar is on Facebook and maryhope.com. You can look at those. There are some items that are, ticket required prior, so please look at those instructions. You can call Mary Hope for any information. And I want to point out, adults are $15, military and senior citizens are $10, and students are $5, and that includes our college students here at MCC. So, we're real excited about this year. We're looking forward to it. And I want to remind everyone, we do have security there. The community around Mary Hope is committed to what we're doing. We've got some real sweet people that live over there that love what we're doing and they watch out for her. But we do have security there at these events. So if you say, oh, I can't go, yes, you can.
Yes, you can. Oh, yeah. We can take every excuse you got. And we can just knock it down.
We'll turn it around.
Turn it around. There you go. Aubrey Floyd, thank you so much for coming in and talking about it. I trust you'll be back this season.
I hope to be, and I appreciate the invitation and y'all's, generosity to Mary Hope. And I love coming to talk about her with you. So
just let you know that we at Meridian Media Group support. Absolutely. Now, we're gonna go to Fox News, but we're gonna do something more important. There's something actually more important than Fox News, and that is talk about Barberson Plumbing. Because even Mary Hope has plumbing now.
They do, but they don't have any plumbing issues, we hope, because those bathrooms are decorated very nice.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, let's check out the bathrooms. Well, Barbara and Sons, the number one day to call a plumber, you know what it is? Thanksgiving Day. Yes, indeed. We won't get into
That's why Gary has his phone off the hook.
Yeah, call us tomorrow. That's exactly right. Well, Barberton Plumbing have been in business for over 80 years. They invented indoor plumbing at 1123 26th Avenue. You just need to call them, 614-882-7023, or go see them. They have every type of plumbing part available. Everything. And if you're doing it yourself, or you take a picture, bring that part in, and Gary will show you how to fix it, give you detailed instructions, and then send you on your way. It's as good as fixed, or they will come to your home or business and make the repair themselves. Give them a call today, 601-482-7023, and write that number down because next week you might need them at Thanksgiving, 601-482-7023 for Barb and Sons Plumbing.
All right. It's Mornings in Meridian. We'll be back, but stay tuned now for Your Money Now and some more of our great sponsors.
I'm Nicole Murray with Your Money Now. SpaceX launched the
Clark, I think it'd be best if everybody just went home.
Worse! How can it get any worse? Take a look around you, Ellen. The threshold of hell.
Oh no, nobody's going anywhere. Mornings in Meridian. Yes, just to kind of give you a little preview of the holidays.
That's the gift that keeps on giving the whole year.
That's right. The Christmas vacation movie.
And on this show all year.
Don't be getting attached to that RV there, Clark, because it's going with us when we leave next month. Spit out the eggnog. Oh, we're having fun here at Mornings in Meridian. Hope you are having fun wherever you are. And yes, maybe a little early, but a little rocking around the Christmas tree in honor of Mary Hope. Great interview with Audrey Flory. Good things going on there, Mary Hope. Y'all check it out this Christmas season.
Yeah, isn't it awesome to hear the roof project? I mean, that is great.
Oh,
Great.
A lot of people have been involved with that.
Yeah.
Ed Abdel, riding away.
Yeah, everybody's chipped in.
That's right. Ed was part of that.
Cycling away, man.
Yeah.
Miles and miles and miles of road.
Miles and miles. Well, it's a good day to be. Well, here's the thing about it. On the bike, you don't worry about it. You have to worry about a rock hitting you in the face. But if you're driving down the road, you might have a rock hit your windshield, and you'd be tempted. It's going to be a loud noise. You're not going to like it. You're going to probably even say a bad word. But after that, you're going to realize, you know what? I'm just going to pull into A&A glass.
That's the only, well, it's not really a word. Only two letters you really need to know is A and A. That's A&A Glass. 601-693 Glass. Of course, they are 1722nd Avenue, also known as Seal Award.
Calhoun.
Parkway, just 2 doors down.
Come on, Ted.
Just 2 doors down from the Meridian Children's Museum. That is where you will find the #1 glass replacement company here in town. They have been for 10 years running. I think they're doing something right. They're open 8 to 4 Monday through Friday. You know, they'll fix that little X, that little scratch that you've got in your windshield, or they'll replace the whole thing.
The whole
Shebang, and they'll work with the insurance company. And of course, they'll beat any price in town as well. I mean, why go anywhere else?
Exactly.
Glass is the place to go. Adam, well, they've got it going on. 601-693 Glass, open 8 to 4 Monday through Friday. And of course, as I said, at 217 22nd Avenue, just 2 doors down from the Meridian Children's Museum.
That's the corner of State Street and 22nd Avenue, by the way.
Is that where
It's right on the corner of C Street. It's easy for us Mississippians.
Right
Looking at A, B, C Street. There you go.
Okay.
All right. It's Mornings in Meridian. Hope you're having a good day. We want you to be part of the show. We put our number out there. We publish it. We don't mind. 601-485-9191. It actually might be decorating a bathroom wall somewhere. I don't know. Let's go to the phones. Good morning, caller. How you doing?
Hey, good morning, y'all. What's going on?
Lefty, you tell us.
Lefty here. I wanted to comment on the controversy with Pete Hegseth
Okay.
not being appropriate for the job. I just got on Facebook and they got this guy. I don't know. I didn't know he was employed by the federal government. He's a bald-headed transvestite, a white guy, and he's always been accused of stealing luggage. But they said Pete Hegseth is in question, but this guy was in charge of nuclear waste.
Yeah.
Was that guy employed by the government?
Unfortunately, yes.
Stole luggage, too, I think.
God,
Sam.
that's
Yeah.
incredible.
Well, and then look at the assistant health and human services director too.
That
The
person.
that
that
person
M.
that was a she and now trying to be a
Well,
she.
Ignore all of those words. Look at Pete Buttigieg, transportation secretary, and what were your qualifications for transportation secretary, Mr. Buttigieg?
Yeah.
He was mayor of South Bend, Indiana.
Mayor of South Bend, right?
Yeah.
So
I think anybody that questions any of his appointees should bring those very people up and say,
Yeah.
"Oh, but these people were qualified in the current administration." Okay. Yeah.
Well, I'll just say this.
Yeah,
I'm going
that's
to give a word of warning to the Republican Party. The Republican Party, you got this now. Do something with it.
I agree.
Don't yield to all the yuckity yuck and the pressure that's going to come from the Democrats. Y'all stick together, make your appointments, make your decisions. Don't start infighting. If you do,
Well, you still got a bunch of yellow with
I
turtle
need a thread.
supporters.
I need
there.
a thread. What's my thread if we
Well, I
can stick
mean,
together?
here's the thing about it, though. You have to look at it. Those picks we just talked about. What has all of this been in this last administration? Checking certain boxes. You know, a person of color on the Supreme Court. You know, a woman here. I mean, it's all about checking those boxes.
The
in
only
certain
vice
positions.
president I'm going to choose is it has to be a woman of color.
Exactly.
That's
So
the qualification.
it's not about who's the best qualified individual for the job. It's all about, well, Hasbro's the optics, you know, checking those boxes. So,
And I'm all for the most qualified of any color, whatever the race or color. And even if you, I don't know, I probably wouldn't necessarily hire a person who is he, she, but I mean, it's like, you know,
If they're the best, who cares?
I mean, you have to look at the
I mean,
flaws.
really, like okay, it's a little odd. But, you know,
I
whatever.
hope the Republicans give them both barrels when they start getting a lot of crap from the Democrats, and just remind them, say, look, y'all are in the minority now. The American people have spoke, and they're sick and tired of y'all BS and crazy antics and nutty people you put in there. So, you know, they need to stand up and say, no, we're not even going to engage in this argument, debate, whatever you want.
I think they did that 2 weeks ago.
People in there, if you don't like it, hey, cut.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's exactly what happened.
You've been shot.
well, the party went so far hard left. I mean, they have got to really reevaluate things going ahead because the American people said no, not just no, but hell no is what they said.
What are you doing? Can't relate.
And we've had 4 years of having to bite down on the leather and, you know, just take it. And I think it's their turn now.
I don't think the Republicans owe them a thing.
Well, you have to, again, and you pointed it out, and Rob mentioned it. We mentioned it here. You have to watch out because you have a certain contingency in the Republican Party that are indeed, yes, they're rhinos, or they come in, they dress themselves up as speaking of trans, they dress themselves up as moderates, but really they're just there to make sure that
moderate's nothing but a damn fence straddler that can't make up their
they're
mind.
there to cause disruption in the Republican Party, and that's the story there.
Well, I think that the thing that the
establishment Republicans up there too.
Mm-hmm.
More than enough.
And they sell their craft. They sell their craft by saying, "Well, Trump's going to upset the balance of power here. He's going to mess with our ability to govern, which means our ability to make money from our position." And they're going to try to fight back.
Ask how it worked out for Liz Cheney.
Where's she these days?
And her dad.
Daddy, I didn't get elected.
How did all that work out?
It's hard to get.
Yeah,
That's all right, baby girl. You can go on the View.
Well, all I can say is anybody that keeps on crying, I just say, sour grapes, y'all lost, do one deal with it, just like we've dealt with it the last 4 years.
That's right.
Lunacy administration.
We're going to have to expand.
I think that guy needs to be the poster child. Every Republican needs to have a picture of that guy, and they just need to pull it out when they start getting a bunch of crap from Democrats, and just say, look at this picture. This is what y'all supported. And but anyway, I didn't know until this morning I saw on Facebook that guy was actually employed by the government.
There you have it.
Nuclear waste.
Glad you. Well, when it comes down to it, that might be the one you want inspecting nuclear waste sites.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't give him
over there.
Just don't give him the protective suit.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm not there, so.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
All right, so
All right, Lefty.
I'm listening in, but I just thought I had to bring that up with me.
All right.
Start questioning the validity or the experience of whoever.
Tell Poncho Villa hi for us.
Well, and,
All right.
you know, I think we have every right to question the validity and experience of these people. I mean, I think that there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You know, now we can look at Biden's choices and say they were ridiculous, but certainly we can look at Trump's choices too, and then say, is that the best qualified person, or is there political favors that are being given and things like that? And we hope that's not the case.
Well,
But as citizens of this country, then we have the obligation. I think that Trump also has the obligation to put the best people that are best qualified in those positions, as opposed to people like Mayor Buttigieg. Not that he would put them in, but that was strictly a political favor.
It's all about
not nepotism, but it's basically a return of political support. So we hope that we don't get into that. But I'm sure that's the way politics are played.
Well, my biggest positions that I was worried about going into this was obviously the Attorney General was a big one, and obviously the border, because the Department of Justice has become. I mean, let's face it, you can't defend this.
There's a lot to be undone.
The DOJ has been weaponized so bad.
So
it needs a complete and utter reset from the top of the food chain all the way down to the bottom. The FBI needs a complete reset from the top of the food chain all the way to the bottom. And Tom Homan, I'm going to tell you one thing. If there's one guy that is qualified for any position in this administration, he is ultimately qualified to be border czar. No doubt about that. He has been boots on the ground. He knows
but a lot
that.
of times it's not your maybe your level of expertise is not within that field, but it is in organization and implementation of policy. And so if
he was the
that's a lot of times is the way that you don't need a doctor in charge of certain things. You need a lot of doctors advising, but then what's the best method of implementation and how do we get up that department?
Yeah, he has seen it front hand and with ICE, and he knows the problems. And I think out of all the picks so far, he's been, I think, the most impressive. I think.
Yeah.
Mornings in Meridian. I'm glad you're out there. We're going to take a call in just a moment. But first, I want Charles to tell me a story. Tell me a story about how easy it is to order. How easy it is to order your your business supplies from Southern Business Supply.
It's so easy. All I do is go online.
I love this story.
End of story.
That's it.
It's so simple.
Huh.
It's a very short story. Well, what I do is I go to southernbusinesssupply.com, and then all of my information is already populated. I select the items that I need. I need some pens, paper clips, staplers. Yes, indeed. And I bought a money box the other day.
Wow.
Yes, indeed, I did. And some Post-its.
Glad to see you're making money now.
Yeah.
Did Billy Adam leave any money in there?
No, I didn't.
Anyway.
And I bought some Post-its too, and they were delivered the next day. Can't beat that. Wow. It was just that easy. I mean, all my information, credit card information, all that is just stored there. It's like going to one of those bigger sites that I won't mention, but you're buying local. And that's the story. I'm sticking to it.
I love it.
And SouthernBusinessSupply.com, you can always go down to 5685 Dale Drive. They've got all kinds of office furniture as well there, and they've even got an in-house designer to help you with your office design needs. And of course, you can call them as well, 614-855-2447. They're open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. But the easiest thing to do is go to southernbusinesssupply.com and order and deliver to your home or office. When you buy local, your money stays here. How important is that? Just say no to the big box stores and say yes to Southern Business Supply.
By the Wayman New Bridge.
And by the way, when you type that in there, you're going to have 3 S's together, and it's going to look weird, but it's right. Don't worry about it. Business and supply. That's right there together.
Business supply.
Yeah. So don't. Yeah, you typed it right. 3 S's right there together. All right. It's Mornings in Meridian. Let's go to the phones. Good morning, caller. Welcome to our show.
Morning, guys. I'm in peace of everybody. There's nothing you can do about it.
I still say there is, but that's something for another day.
Go for it, then. Go for it.
Challenge issued.
Bring it on.
Hey, I got the double barrel of going with me. So you
the double barrel of faith.
Lock and load.
I like that.
Go for it, little man.
Ooh.
Hey,
go for it, little man.
Two quick points.
Yes.
Now, speaking of quotes, that old Tasmanian Trevor, he used a nice quote this morning from Fannie Lou Hamer. I'm sick or tired of being sick and tired.
Yeah.
And we know she used it from what we call the Dawson effect: depression, oppression, and suppression. And as he said, I felt his pain. I said, hey, he got the right to use that too, because he got some depression, oppression, and suppression from the immigrants, where they have flooded this country. So once again, old Tasmanian Devil, I have to give him a shout out. I'm with him 90% on that. So I'm okay with that. Now, moving on to the next one, I was at the city council meeting last night.
Great
man, they moved money around all night long.
Mm.
So out of one budget into the other budget.
Where
And
do
I
I
guess we talk about it
No.
at the session. But one point Mr. Dr. Thomas made, he said it's 121 unfilled jobs with the city, and 70 of them requires a test. And he wanted to know from the mayor as to when will they write a test, do a test, or whatever, so we can fill these jobs and help the city out. And the mayor said, we're working on it. And he said, well, if you don't want to do it, let us know, and we will remove these 70 jobs. And the mayor said, no, we're not going to move. So that money is going into a slush fund. I don't know who's benefiting from it, but that's 71 jobs. And that's not just salary, that's insurance and pension that's involved with that.
I wonder how many of those. I wonder how many of those were police jobs.
Well, they didn't break them down.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
I imagine road crew, police.
well,
I mean,
you know
lots
what?
of folks.
Well, let me tell you,
Spoke of it. They did say 70 something and 41. So they didn't identify, but I assume that 41 is a police job.
I would think so.
Then the other 70 jobs would be, I guess, throughout the city, grass cutting or whatever they need, repairs. I don't know. But another thing they did, they gave everybody under 65,000. They're supposed to be a raise. And it's supposed to kick in first pay period, second pay period of summer. And they talked about moving the pay back. But yeah, it's paid under 65,000.
Hmm.
You will get some sort of raise. I don't know exactly, which category or how much. But yep, they moved a lot of money around there.
well, I tell you what, if they got 70,000 positions or 70 positions unfilled, and each one pays an average of $30,000, is the number I'm pulling out of the air.
It'll be
but I
higher
think
than
that's-
that.
yeah, well, it's all at 30,000.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
$2.1 million. Where's that money going?
Mm.
That's
Now
what
you
I-
just spoke of salary, but these positions are still going in there being funded, to my understanding.
Yeah.
With, insurance and pension.
right.
So you got to add that to that.
Of course, the
whatever
figure's
it is.
much higher. I'm just using a conservative
go.
number.
I got you, being conservative. I got you. Yep. So that's saying something, and they're not talking about it much, but that slush fund is being wheeled by someone.
Slushy.
Yep. We need to get to the bottom of it. That's just the way business operates, the way the government operates.
Well, two things, Mississippi James. Thank you for attending the session last night, and thank you for calling us and reporting on it.
All right. Okay, you guys have a nice day. Got a little activity to do this morning.
What you gonna do this morning?
Oh, I'm out to the Oak Ridge Reservoir. So I
Yeah.
do my walking and do my little step down by the dam.
Have they cut the grass out there yet?
Yes, they have.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Glad they got
It's
that
a
worked out.
one-man crew. And he works hard.
Mercy.
One-man crew. So whatever, I guess the contract never came back. I don't know whether the contract was this one guy or what.
So they
He
cut the
worked
damn
hard.
grass.
Look at you.
What?
Look at you. Oh,
What did he say? I missed that.
Said cut the damn grass.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He had to chuckle on that one.
all right. We got Mississippi
I had to
James
give him a
left.
high five when I saw him out here.
There you go.
High five to you, buddy. So you can get up the steps now without tripping over the blades and throwing
Yeah.
the rails.
There you go. Good deal.
Tripping there.
All right. We got a break coming up. Thanks for the call, Mississippi James. And we will be back. Stay with us for more of Mornings in Meridian.
We're running out of time, and we want to make sure you know that you can go up to, Philadelphia at Doc's Toyota and get a great deal on new and previously owned Toyota vehicles.
That's right. 2025 Camrys, Forerunners, Tundras, Highlanders,
Pre-I.
and of course the new Land Cruisers. Good looking vehicle there. They got all kinds of 2025 inventory, but they also have a huge, large. It's a big selection of pre-owned inventory as well. All been through the rigorous multi-point Toyota inspection process, so you know it's a good quality used vehicle. All you gotta do is take that short drive up to Philadelphia, or even easier, just go to doctoyota.com and see what they've got. You can purchase a vehicle online. How cool is that? And their service department is second to none. Car fixed up there as well. Doc's Toyota, Highway 16 West in Philadelphia. Every dealership has a deal. You get an air fryer, a toaster, $200. Who knows? But I'll tell you what, there is no deal.
Like a Doc's deal.